I'm gonna make it lively. We should be commentating this from the Fenneks side instead of being disappointed from Lego. We should be like, yeah, Fenneks are awesome.
Well, they are. I mean, they came out of Div 1. Did they come second Div 1 last season? Or
They finished. I think they finished third, and then they managed to win that Premiership qualifier.
oh yeah.
They didn't get in directly.
Yeah, but I mean, they've come a long way after a bit of a reshuffle of the rosters and such. I think they've come a long way, and if they do end up winning this, which it looks likely at the moment, they'll I think they'll be a lot better come next season if they can keep the same roster. No problem. I mean, obviously they've got a Russian demo, and everyone knows Russians aren't the best for stability. So I think that Fenneks could be really, really good under the leadership of Skeej. Skeej's doing really, really well, leading his team. I think they've done really admirably against some good teams in this season as well. Admirably.
Yeah, I've heard I'm not sure if this was just somebody bullshitting me or some joke that came out of one of those Commander X interviews recently, but somebody was suggesting that Commander X was going to join Fenneks as medic because Skeej keeps rage quitting out of games, and I know that's like a sort of running joke that Skeej rages a lot, but that could be something we see next season. I'd be surprised about that though. That's just something I heard today in my Highlander mumble. I can't confirm, it's absolute hearsay and gossip, but you know that's my speciality, Ryushi.
Absolutely, of course. You are the gossip mistress of TF2, EU TF2.
Oh, one thing that is interesting about the maps today, though, is that Granary is like Lego's home map. This is the map that ideally suits the Lego playstyle. They love to play very slow and methodical, and Granary is that map that is just broken up into these like major choke points and some tight arenas around there. Like, if there is a map that they were to get points from, I would have to feel it would be Granary.
Absolutely, I think the way this map can really just slow down is just perfect for them because they are a slow team. That's what they are. You don't see them racing ahead, getting aggressive. They're just 100% passive. So they could always have a bit of a chance to turn this around just because of the map. But I'm finding it highly unlikely, frankly.
Oh, I'm gonna make a bold prediction then. I'm calling a Lego Golden Cap win here. Let's say
it's pretty bold.
4-3 in the end to Lego.
That's pretty bold. See, what you didn't see, or at least what I never saw you talk about in what was the thing right at the beginning, the TF2 Invitational.
Oh yeah,
the Zoe Invitational. Yeah, a lot of chat were talking about how Dr. Phil on this map has absolutely terrible rollouts.
It's strafes. It's just alternate style, man.
What strafes? I'm sorry. What strafes? Even I can do better than that, and I am terrible at video games.
He just does it on a different axis. No, he's still strafe, and it just looks weird.
Yeah. Okay. If you say so. Well, he's quite slow behind his scouts, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do on this map. Coming out of Garage, see if he's going to be able to get any stickies out onto the enemy team. They're all up top at the moment, both scouts up top, and an aggressive play out of Kilari. He's going to be trying to get high up onto this left-hand side of his middle, but he's not going to be doing anything, and he does get shut down. But Natural and Crizzle are already down, so there's no more soldiers. Dr. Phil as well, so they're pretty standard mid for Fenneks, as they also pick up Zen on the on when he tries to make his escape. Wow, I stutter a lot.
Oh dear, F2 is running out, but he's still 25% behind Skeej's Uber. Bite message been there, just to remember to point out that now that Lego have lost points in this fixture, they are definitely going to be in that relegation playoff against 425, so their morale might be low here. It's crits again! Wow, Skeej loves throwing that crits in the first round. The F2 pops off late, but it's just in time for Natural to jump in there and get Clark. Skeej is backing out. He's backed off into that left yard on the defender's perspective. They're outside the roller door. Now they're trying to peek on Z. This might be a little bit unwise. And Skeej is retreated. He's switched over to the right hand side now, actually. This is still a fairly aggressive position here from an outnumbered Fenneks, and I think Lego smell blood in the water. They're going to go straight forward. They're filled with a stick. He finds Skeej. Natural shuts down GF18, but Sheepy does pick up Hellberg, and he's behind for a few seconds. He dies pretty much instantly, though, where he could have bought a lot of time, and now Lego have a real opportunity to push back into middle here.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can get their guns together and move forward as one, then
Clark's
they can do it, but...
Oh,
sorry, I missed that. I missed that completely. I was watching middle.
Clar was hiding in the ramp room, jumped in onto F2, but he only really got one rocket on him.
Oh.
He was down to about 100, but no real threat.
Well, even with that player disadvantage, they can still push. I mean, F2's on 95 and Skeeter's just spawned with 20, so they definitely should push off this. Klar is going to get his back spawn, and where are they holding? Are they in... Yeah, they're really aggressive in the right yard. They're actually going to pick up Natural with a really nice sticky trap there, so with that, they can definitely push. And it's going to be hard for Lego to push into the sniper rifle of GF18, who drops F2 with a huge snipe from the forward spawn. Kalari's going to be going down, but he doesn't care because he knows that his team have got a huge uber advantage and can easily defend this point and then push straight onto middle.
Yeah, if Kalari had delayed that for like a few seconds, he would have had the support of his team, but he went in a little early. He's gone down, but he's forced back those weak Lego players. But oh, look at that! Phil with the pre-fire pipes catches Sickless in midair, also taking Clar's buff away. They've still backed out towards the corner. Skeet is just about to get his Uber. And I'm wondering, well, does anybody want a chance here? No, it looks like Lego's strategy is to keep 6 up and just use the choke points to their advantage. Krizzle's close there, eats some damage from Sickless's stickies, and now there's nobody to watch the move forward there from Skeej and his combo. They've actually managed to get into yard for free. There's not enough spam there from Lego. They're probably going to have to forfeit CP4 as well.
Well, yeah, especially as they drop Zen there to some good spam stickies, but the Uber does actually get forced out of Skeej. He's going to be trying to chase, and they get Dr. Phil. That is probably the second worst pick that they could have, oh sorry, second best pick they could have got, other than dropping F2. But they're going to come in it regardless. They know that F2's got an Uber, they know he's going to pop that off, and there it is, it goes. It's going to go on his soldiers, going to be trying to get anyone. Sickless gets in a little bit too far and is going to drop, but now, with no one really left to defend the point, they are looking to get aggressive. They're going to pick up Sheepy, and there's going to be no chance for back cap because they are watching all those exits.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unnecessary death there from Sheepy, giving Lego a real reason to push out here. No Demo Man and no Scout. Clara goes down as well, and Lego continue to push for this. A lot of teams would already be pushing since the Demo Man was down, but again, they're just so methodical. They want to make sure everybody's got a buff and they know what they're going to do, rather than just sort of going with momentum there. Look at the position of GF18 actually. He's hiding, he's got option for back cap, option to go in for the medic backstab here with his Scarab, and he's coming around onto F2, pumps out a couple of shots, but oh, somebody steps in his path. GF18 does kill Hellberg. It's actually Sickless who kills F2, but nice coordination there from Fenneks, hooking up with the scout who was behind.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to follow this up, and there's going to be a soldier of Krizzle coming in to try and get on Skeet. He does force the Uber, but an easy pipe from Sickless to finish him up, and they're going to pick up Dr. Phil as well. Natural's going to come in. He's going to finish off Klar, but surely it's not going to be enough. They haven't actually capped the second point yet, because Natural's there, so he's now behind. He's going to actually go onto Skeej, who goes behind to try and catch, to try and just touch the point, but now with Natural coming in from behind, he's going to surely pick up the rest of the players. But how did F2 die? What?
Oh, these guys are super weak. They're still fighting out here. Sheepy is trying to win the 2v1. He gets both scouts in the end, I think. But Natural came back there after blocking CP2 and tried to help on last, but just sort of died instantly. He might have been able to buy more time in blocking that cap, but now there's continuing to push in here. Skeej and Clara up top, but Clara dies. Skeej has just whipped out the crossbow here. He's gone for a one-on-one with F2, but now he thinks twice about it. They're going to back out up top and wait for their respawns to come in. Sickless is obviously going to play Demo Man, but GF18 has already respawned as heavy. Clara has a chance to off-class as well if he fancies it. He's going to stay on soldier, but this heavy weapons guy is going to be critical in this push. GF18 playing the point right now as his medic drops down to give him a buff. Zen goes down. Hellberg as well. There's no scouts in the field. It's already a two-man advantage here as Lego push in, or as Fenneks push in with this heavy weapons guy, Ryushi.
Yeah, it's going to be spamming across the point, across the whole last sort of area. And it's going to pick up Dr. Phil as well. And now with Natural down, they should just rush the point at this point. They know there's a soldier somewhere near it, but he's just going to be absolutely focused down. Krizzle is going to fall, and that is going to be 1-0. Or is it 2-0? No, 1-0. Really? It's only 1-0?
I need to put a note in my caster's black book, you know, that Skeej will always run crits in the first round. We almost missed that one again, but the second round, he's running Medigun. We're going to go to our second middle here, and that first round took about 6 minutes, so a pretty slow pace here. I think my prediction's looking good.
To be fair though, isn't it? Yeah, but we'll see what's going to happen on this one. Sickless is going to be the first pick. That is a huge pick by Zen and Hellberg working together to pistol him down, and then Kalari down as well. So Fenneks just going to fall out. They know that they haven't got advantage, and Lego chased them as well, showing them no respect for once. That's a really, really nice play to actually get aggressive and to just play off their advantage here. They know there's no demo, there's not going to be any stick trap. They surely must get this second point as well, because Fenneks are all stuck together on this left-hand side. They are almost got they have almost got an Uber, but it's not going to be enough. And F2's just going to come straight in with this 6v6. They're not pushing off an advantage. Well, I say they're not, but the Cyclist is going to be over-aggressive and he gets killed. And now this Uber is going to come out onto this last point. It's going to be a lot of players, a lot of red players are on the floor, whereas blue is all around them and above them. GF18 is going to fall, but it's surely not going to be enough. Now there's going to be a scout onto Dr. Phil. It's Sheepy. He does manage to take him down, and now F2's in a lot of trouble. He is 50 HP, but it doesn't matter because Natural is behind. He has focused the point. He has played the objective, and he is going to cap it out. And Taunt.
That looked good in the frag movie with the taunt to finish off. That was total collapse there from that middle. I could just imagine Fenneks really losing heart with that one. Cyclist died a middle and spawned and died again. And without a demo man, this game becomes incredibly difficult. And again, will he fall foul of that sticky and pistol focus? He's already tagged a little bit from the stick. He's on 60 health, drops onto the kit. The scouts from Lego weren't there quick enough to focus him down this time, but he will require some medical attention when Skeej actually arrives on middle. And Lego up and push that left hand side and really deny. Oh, there's Kalarian deep behind onto F2. He's down onto 80 health, but he is committing to the point here. He's trying to heal his scouts and his soldiers. No, he backs off a little bit. Looks like Lego want to give up position, even though they're still in contention for this, but they have backed out. I really thought they could have made a go of that one, but I guess safety first is their mantra. I don't know.
I'm not sure, because the beginning of that medal, it didn't look like Lego at all. They were aggressive, they were reaching across point, and they were looking for the frags, and they were going to find them as well if they'd stayed in maybe like 2 seconds longer, but they just decided to, well, leave. Pussies.
Oh, Natural is in onto Cyclist here, lands a couple of rockets, takes away his buff and then some, but Skeej doesn't pop off. He's just called his team to regroup in that yard. They're switching over to the right hand side here. They want to come in from the roller door directly onto the point. There's Scout hidden up there above the point, Zen on the exit side. There's stickies on the door as well. And I think Skeej is using this as a little bit of a breather to buff his team up and decide how they want to push this one exactly. It's a 1-1 game right now, 20 minutes left on the clock. They have loads of time to decide how they want to push and execute it well.
Well, a pretty standard hold from Lego. They are going to rotate over to this right hand side and catch Fenneks as they try to pressure in. But so a nice sort of read by F2 there onto Fenneks' movements, and going to send a soldier into Z. He's not going to really do anything, and now just both teams just sort of posturing at each other, showing off their E-penises. That's what it is.
Oh, there's Crizzle going down, standing on those stairs. Where did Clara come from actually?
I have no idea.
To sneak in there, and they focused down, him and Clara focused down Crizzle. Did he come from the drop down? Did he jump up? I didn't even see. But anyway, Crizzle exposed there on the flank, goes down. Now Uber has come in. It's a trade here. Both teams have a player down. GF18 is going to be up in 8 seconds. Crizzle's already back on the field. But the fight continues on the flank. Phil finds... Oh no, Skeej has gone down, sorry, to Hellberg. There's a scatter shot to the back. Medic got a bit separated there, but everybody on this Fenneks side is trying to find F2 right now. He seems well protected though. He's got a cloud of red players around him and there's nobody behind. I think they'll be fairly confident to move forward here.
I 100% think they should push right now. Zen is going to pick up Sheepy over on the flanks, but Hellberg's going down to a big sticky trap from Cyclist. But Cyclist is now pretty much left alone. He does back out and leaves the scout of whoever that was, GF18, by himself. Although they're going to come back in, they're going to re-engage onto this. There's going to be a big jump in from Cyclist. He's going to find Zen, and with that, I think Lego once again fall out. They're not sticking their testicles to the wall. They're not playing balls to the wall. They're not being aggressive. They're just being scared, and it's so sad.
That was a ballsy hold from Fenneks. Like, they came in there knowing that they were a disadvantage. Skeej coming into the point. But like, nobody was taking the high ground on the Lego side. They couldn't actually see what was behind that crate. If they'd known Skeej was there, they might have like thrown a few players at him. But right now F2's been forced. He's had to pop off here, but they picked up 3 frags for that Uber. Skeej is all the way back on middle. There's a Kalari roamer up there in the lunchbox area. Sheepy's going to make up with Skeej now and start building up the Uber, but Skeej will have about a 40% advantage here if he finally meets up with this guy. Yeah, he does. There's already Hellberg and Zen on middle. They can see that ×4, they're baiting the action. There's still Kalari behind, he has been cleaned up, but this means that they're fighting short-handed on middle. They're missing players here. Lego are outnumbered on that mid fight. They have to go back and regroup again.
Yeah, well, like you said on that one, it was a ballsy hold by Fenneks, but ballsy works in this game if you're confident enough to pull it off. And they're just out-confidencing Lego right now. And again, they're just going to come in. They know that that they can take this fight, so they're going to do it. Then early Uber gets popped off by Skeej, but it doesn't matter because Sickles is just running ahead. He's just looking to try and get as much damage as possible. Zen's going to be cleaned up on the flank, and now they're going to be in a little bit of a dangerous position. Maybe this might not play off them. Both soldiers jump in. They are going to pick up nothing because everyone just dies, except from Sickles, and that's just going to be a last point. They're playing aggressively, and it's working for them.
That combination of the Sickles damage and then the scout follow-up has been proving lethal all night for Fenneks. Right now, Medigun versus Medigun as we go to the fourth middle. It's 2-1 in favour of Fenneks eSports by Simray.com. Lego trailing yet again. Come on, Lego, I believe in you.
Well, they showed that they could do it last time. They got a really aggressive round out. They got that early pick on Sickles, but it's not going to happen this time because Sickles is, well, he's pretty safe at the moment. He's got his medic with him right now, and they're going to be healing. Kalari's going to be the first death, though. It's a good flank by Hellberg to pick him up, but Krizzle is going to be easily counterpicked. Now there's a scout on point. They can focus him down. Sheepy's going to be going down, but in comes Clark, going to take down F2 with some huge plays, and now Sickles is double piping everything.
Sickles. Them pipes, man. He's one of those archetypal deathmatch demo men, and if you just run at him like that, you know, he's going to find those frags. You need to be a bit more creative, I think, in engaging him. Nitro goes in eventually, trying to make something happen, but Skeej didn't even have an Uber to pop right there, but I don't think he had any intention whatsoever of popping off. Complete faith in his Russian demo man, Sickles the Beast.
Absolutely, he's showing GDK up right now. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that right now. Call that. Master calls is what it is. Of course, now that I've called it, Sickles is going to miss every other pipe, but you know. Let's see what they're going to be able to do pushing this point right now. It's going to be interesting because Lego, yeah, they force the Uber and immediately back out. Skeej once again getting caught a little bit early there. Maybe not quite what he wanted to do, but the scouts are going to come in. They're going to pick up Dr. Natural going to be found as well, but Sheepy's now down with Zen. That's a 3-for-1. With an Uber exchange, yeah, sure, but now there's going to be a sniper of Hellberg. He's going to pick up Kalari, and he's going to get a good headshot onto Sickles as well. So that's a lot of damage, and he's going to get cleaned up. And now Lego actually in a really good position to defend this, but in comes the scout from behind. It's GF18. He's going to out-DM2, and then Skeej picks up Hellberg with the crossbow, and that is surely going to be our last point. 3-1. Huge plays by GF18 with Skeej to follow up.
I was watching the Hellberg cam there. 3 headshots back-to-back, then whipped out the SMG. The cookery had it all, but like... Dr. Phil going down right at the gate yet again. Like, how many times have they been in that situation where they've had an Uber disadvantage, they forced but still die to the players who are chasing them down? They need to retreat quicker if they want to beat out that Uber charge or position themselves slightly better. But we're on to another middle, and I'm watching the Zen cam. He's up on the half-red crate here. He's just hiding. He's waiting for his opportunity. He's looking for Kalari to bomb in, maybe. Kalari is coming in now. Zen isn't really getting much done. He's protecting his medic on the point, but it looks like a bit of aggression for Lego. Natural's going to go forward, find Sheepy, but Kalari is managing to do work on the other flank. Sickles is actually on the Lego med pack right now, and as things have faded, F2 is the only one alive for Lego.
And he's going to get caught out by an aggressive play from Sickles. Well, I say he is. He's on 25 health, and F2 cuts him down. I thought he was going to get caught there.
He's got some moves, this guy, the grandfather of TF2. Oh,
Absolutely.
Here comes the Uber from Skeej. He's popped it off onto his pocket soldier. Phil gets juggled in the air. They are really picking on him on every push, as you would. The Devilman's so powerful, but Phil is on life support right now. F2's giving them the heals, but Nitro's come in from the spawn as well. He's whipping out the shotgun, and with a little help from Hellberg, they take down Clara. F2's Uber is going to be popped off. They see so many blue players here. A cloud of Gibbs erupts as Nitro lands a couple of rockets from the air. GF18 and Skeej down. Only the respawn in Sickles is alive. Lego are going to retake CP2, but they've had mixed fortunes on that midpoint.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually successfully been able to push it on this map so far.
They're going to move in right now from the left-hand side. This is it. Phil's really focusing down Kalari there. He's on 50, jumps back and gets the kit. But Clara comes straight in from nowhere and finds F2. Medic down. I repeat, medic down.
That is not what you want to be doing. As look, this midpoint just doesn't seem to be working for them. They lose Krizzle and Natural on the escape. Zen as well getting picked up from behind, and they're just gonna regroup. They're gonna buff, and they're just gonna go. Probably buff on the way as well, and then just move straight into the second point. I don't think they're gonna give Lego any time to spawn, any time to do anything. F2's just got up right now, but with Skeej on 75%, this surely must be another round to Fenneks.
Hellberg's going to have something to say about that, and I think Skeej will probably respect the Hellberg threat and Uber fairly early here. He doesn't have charge yet, but he's going to know about it for sure now that Kalari's died. And they have plenty of time here actually. Skeej has been counting the Ubers, they can't wait, but it looks like he doesn't want to. He's going forward already. Skeej eats a rocket on Henry, he's down to 50, pops off onto Scout and Demo Man. They're unsure who to focus, I think. They are getting a frag onto Natural, who gets isolated, but Hellberg is still alive, the Heavy is still alive. And they're... Oh, look at Sheepy coming in from behind. I think they knew he was in spawn. Zen turns around and minces him up very promptly, and it looks like Lego have held on. The clock continues to tick down, and this is a slow map. They need to start taking matters into their own hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, to be honest, Fenneks can just delay. I mean, it's a bit of a dick move, but they can just delay completely. Yeah, and as I say that, I've noticed that GF18 has spawned up on this Heavy, and he's going to be getting onto this point, putting out huge damage. He actually forces the Uber from Lego, so putting out enough damage onto Dr. Phil there to actually make F2 Uber him. And now Dr. Phil may be caught out. No, he's not going to be caught out. GF18 trying to walk around the corner, just getting healed at the moment, and they're going to hold this point, or sorry, recap this point.
GF18 survives on Heavy. Phil had him down to like 50, hit a couple of pipes, but nobody was able to follow up on Phil's damage because there was a threat on the flank there. Lego had to turn around and deal with that. Now Skeej is on 80%. He's got a 30% advantage. They've just lost 2 players, but they're going to continue here. There's this player behind. Zen is behind. He's on to Skeej right now. Forces him to step forward. Actually gets him with the 2-shot there. Zen stepping it up right now. Natural going to help him with a little bit of an assist there. But again, Clar onto F2 from nowhere. Gets the medic pick and equalises things. There's a potential back cap on as well, but Phil finds a sticky to shut down Sheepy. But that means they're fighting 2 engagements at once, and it looks like in defending last, they've managed to get destroyed, pushing CP2.
Yeah, and just a bit awkward there. Zen was the only one forward. Hellberg switched back onto that sniper right now, and he's going to be looking in for this close range onto GF18. GF18 does come in, takes down Phil, and it's just going to be an easy cap for Fenneks, who just bum rushed the point there. It's 4-1. Not...
Yeah.
It's still possible.
Keep ending up in these, like, horrible trades. Whenever they have a little advantage or an edge, they sort of move out and they seem to... It always seems to end badly. Like F2 has died a couple of times to Clar. Maybe this middle is going to turn things around, but it is Medigun versus Medigun. There's going to be no crits, Krieg, jiggery, pokery, and then Lego are going to do what they've done a couple of middles and really focus everybody on the right hand side. They're trying to find the frags there. Crizzle jumps in to open it up, but Sheepy and GF18 are all over him. And GF18 has gone down for his trouble. Kalari as well. It's 4-on-4, but Lego are already so defensive. They're back in the ramp room. They're not going to take any position here in the middle. They're sending Natural in for a sort of opportunistic bomb there, but nobody was there to support him. And I mean, this is just the Lego disease. They're always so quick to back off. They don't want to take on any of these 50-50 situations. They're like not happy with that coin toss. They're not confident enough.
See, I think if they were confident enough and they actually tried them, they'd take a lot more than they take now. They really would. They're just, as you say, not confident in their own abilities, which, well, they're Prem now. They should be confident. Come on, guys.
We believe in the world they believe.
They're pussies. That's what it is.
Oh, Skeej is trying to catch a few rockets here. Hopping up and down on those wooden planks. He's baiting out the aggression here actually from Lego. It's an equilibrium situation. GF18's gone down to give the man advantage to Lego. They're trying to steam forward here. Zen is very weak. He's actually fighted Sheepy on the flank here. Round with the ammo pack. Phil has come to help, but his first stickies aren't great. He does land the pipe to save himself, but he's too weak to sort of make it to middle in time. And Natural, F2 have already gone. Natural gets dropped. Crizzle as well is going to go down. And this isn't a great Uber right here for F2. He's trying to survive against Clar, but he will get his man once more and finishes off Dr. Phil with the shotgun. And now Lego are trying to do too much. I know I said they should be aggressive, but they have to sort of clear up the fight behind before they move forward and try and push middle. They can't really effectively do both things at once. They're taking on... they've bitten off more than they can chew with that middle push. I know the clock is ticking down, but there's a time and a place for aggression, and that wasn't it.
Well, Lego's strategy is there's never a time and a place for aggression.
They defend when they should push, and they push when they should defend. You know, absolutely. It's just like... It's upside down. It's topsy-turvy land in Denmark, apparently.
Well, I've always said Danish people are a bit weird, but actually no, I probably shouldn't say that. That's kind of racist. But it doesn't matter, because I've said it anyway, and now I'm
They're the happiest
officially...
people in the world, apparently. That's one of those statistics, you know, Danes are the happiest people.
Well, good for them. It's probably because they have a nice country to live in.
I wouldn't be happy after this performance, let me say it.
No, true. This is basically the Danish national team right now, and they are losing badly because it is 5-1 to Fenneks, as we just see them just roll into last and just kill everything that moves.
Yeah, this is match point here for Fenneks. Win difference 5 as we play in Europe, so if Fenneks win the next round, they will win the map. There's still 7 minutes left on that clock though. It's going to be a tough ask for 4 rounds from the Danes, from LEGO. My prediction is already pissed up the wall at this stage. Maybe it's going to be a 6-5 golden cap, who knows?
I don't think it's looking well right now because in comes Red. They are going to be aggressive. No, they're just going to sort of stay together, and they are going to pick up the first pick onto Kalari. So with that, and now with this huge damage out, they're all sort of stuck together. Blue are all sort of stuck together, shall I say. But it doesn't matter because Krizzle, Hellberg and Dr. Phil all go down, and that is no spam. Natural going to be going down as well. And F2 just running away. He finds himself running for, what, this 200th time this match. Alone. He's not going to pick up the Sickless kill though. Sickless is not alive to chase him.
F2's done a good job of surviving the initial middle fights. He hasn't always made it back to last, but he's definitely pretty aware of whenever the middle engagements are going wrong. He's back on last right now, but you know, we played at the clock here. Fenneks could just park the bus and win if they choose to do so. 6 minutes ticking down, 5 rounds needed here for a LEGO win, 4 for a draw. It's grim, man, it's grim.
It is definitely grim. As you say, there's 2 Ubers up there. F2 actually going to be starting to get aggressive. They're going to get in. They're going to try and force the Uber out ski. It does happen, so both Ubers are popped. But the multi-Uber by F2 just not utilizing the best in that situation. And now they're just going to have to back out. They're going to lose Krizzle as well as they're trying to run away. Zen and Dr. Phil also getting caught on the wrong side of the shutter. And that Natural is really close there. That was really dangerous play by him. And now it's just the 2 up on last point. And that F2 is going to be going down. Natural is going to pick up 2 kills, but it's not going to be enough, and that is going to be GG.
Right after that last Uber feed on the LEGO side, like the health of 4 of their players was all, you know, sub 50. They were all flashing red. Just sort of mindless positioning there. They'd all put themselves within the range of the Fenneks Uber, and like F2 can only do so much. You can only flash so many people. These guys need to sort of stay out of the fight a little bit if it's just a straight up Uber trade, but I think their heads were down there. They were already 4 rounds down. Now they're 5 rounds down and the game is over.
So, now that the game has finished, that's the word.
Let's look at the logs.
Look at the logs. Look at those logs, and no, not that one. Did I go wrong link? That is not a link. Oh god. Can't share that with stream chat.
I can see it right now. Again, Sickless top damage. 355. Clar not far behind him, 342 per minute. He definitely had a big game, a lot of medic picks. He died frequently, but he seemed to be getting the important picks, especially in situations where Skeege died as well. Clar was often there to save face for the Fenneks side. In terms of kills, Sickless carrying the can as well. Sheepy stepping up to outperform DF18 on that one. But both scouts were on a par. I think they were quite devastating for Fenneks there.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at the overall team stats, apart from the middles, which were exactly the same, even though the score has been exactly the same, 6-1, and the middle score 6-1, the frags and the damage were a lot closer than last time. So a better map for LEGO, certainly, but good enough tonight. Fenneks playing really well, and LEGO just bringing nothing to the table.
Shout out to Kalari down at the bottom there. 216 damage per minute, 9 frags, 6 assists, 20 deaths. Even Krizzle did better than that. Come on, Kalari. There you go, shots fired.
Shots indeed fired. Kalari not doing anything for his team. He's useless.
He's good.
Oh, wait.
He's good.
Wait, he's not cheat.
He's
an anti-cheat admin. Oh, it doesn't matter. I play medic. I can't cheat.
Oh, that's not technically true.
Well, you haven't seen the way I play medic, so trust me, it is.
Credit to Natural as well. You know, Granary, a strong map for soldiers. He stepped up tried to deliver for his team, but they were outclassed today. And at the start of the season, F2 told me when I inquired to know what their intentions were, he said with a smiley face, we just are trying to avoid relegation, and they're bringing it right down to the wire here. They now, due to Mela Mill folding, they didn't get the direct relegation, but now they have to play against 425 sometime before the end of the season to decide whether or not they will be allowed to stay in Premiership in the next season.
I hope they stay together, because if they can work through their non-aggression policy, they could really be a strong team. I mean, individually, they're really good players, and as a team, they're really good when they're on form. But well, they didn't show any of it tonight. But we have seen it before. I have to say, we have definitely seen it before. The really close match against Made in Germany, they played really well then. And I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there were closer games for them.
Yeah, they did win a Golden Cap map. Who was that against? Daughter. Yeah, so like sometimes you see teams that just finish straight bottom, 0 points, but they definitely weren't absolutely dire. They just I never saw any progression from them in the season. That's what broke my heart. I never saw them try and mix things up. They just tried to keep playing the same way and trying to make that work, and it didn't work for me. It didn't work. But Fenneks, these guys are finishing the season on a high. I can see the sort of momentum there, a strong performance. Maybe that's going to be enough to keep these guys together moving into the next season. I'm not even sure of the dates. Like, I know this week's going to be a mop-up week. They have another game then, I believe, against Insomniacs. So maybe that won't be momentum. They're probably going to lose that one, then fold. Just calling it out there.
Ouch.
It's all doom and gloom here. Pack up your bags.
Absolutely.
Show's over.
Well, I think as no one's going to want to talk to us, as no one has joined Mumble, I think we should promote some other casts that are happening. I know there's an American one happening at sort of like 6 in the morning tonight, tomorrow. That's happening with Yuki and someone else. I'm not quite sure who. As I've just been told, I'm not doing it. So that's happening. And then we've got a big game tomorrow as well, which I believe Getaway's casting for EU. Is that right?
The casters are unconfirmed for that game.
Unconfirmed. Okay.
And there's the Highlander game. That's the game I want to see.
Yeah, of course, that is going to be casted on Blackout by me and a friend of mine. We will be casting that. I'm not quite sure what time it is, but it is High Panda versus
Killswitch. It's 20 CET.
20 CET. High Panda versus Killswitch. Be there. It's going to be a fantastic game.
That's the great thing. There's no competition. We can watch both games. You get to watch the best two EU Highlander teams go at it, and then you get to watch the last resort against the Insomniacs, which is just going to be another sick game.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely going to be casted. We're just unsure who's going to cast, but Ducky is confirmed to stream. That's going to happen. It's going to be good. I'm playing Highlander, but I'll watch the VODs.
Is the match even confirmed? Because I'm just looking at it right now. It does look a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's happening.
It is definitely happening. Oh yeah, okay. Well, tomorrow night, guys, you've got a fantastic night of TF2. So stay with Team Fortress TV for all your TF2 viewing needs. Anything else, Marble, that you would wish to say about the match, about anything coming up? I don't think I've got anything.
Big changes made in Germany. Maybe this is worthy of an article, I don't know, but it was mentioned before that Byte had been training with him. He's now joined the roster. So he's replacing Thun, and they got Mike in, who bounced from AO to Yeah, Come On, before folding those guys and then stepping into Made in Germany to replace Ips, who's busy in real life. So that's big news, and I think these guys are going to have to keen it up a little bit. Obviously, they're like the best team on paper in Europe, but they need to find some chemistry over the next few weeks if they want to really make a go of it in the playoffs. And Made in Germany even have a couple of games to play. There's one happening on Sunday, I think. And then there's going to be a few previously wildcarded games that need to be cleared up next week. So there's going to be plenty of TF2 action leading up to the playoffs.
I've just noticed that AO Girl and Made in Germany is also tomorrow.
Has it been... they scheduled that or they moved it? I think that was the game that was supposed to be on Sunday.
I think it's happened because it's been scheduled. The default date is 9th of March. So I'd say it's actually been scheduled. That's going to happen tomorrow.
That is a little disappointing, considering we're struggling to find casters for even one game. It was originally scheduled for Sunday, but yeah, they must have moved it. That's going to be interesting. I think the other game is probably going to be closer anyway. I'm happy, or I'm not, worried in that sense. But yeah, that is interesting. We'll try and get STVs up for all those games so that even if we're not casting them, you can choose to watch them.
Yeah, 100%, guys. We do try to do everything possible to make the cast, but obviously it does rely on people volunteering. So if you think you could be a good caster, guys, give it a go. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible player and I don't understand, but I'm good at shouting at my computer screen and pissing off my housemates, and that is all I do. Look at me, casted one of the highest games in the Prem. So yeah. Think you're good at it, give it a go, guys.
That should be your motivation, guys. If Ryushi can do it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
I have to give credit to Ryushi today, guys. Like, there was no point during that game where I thought he was distracted looking at the Twitch chat. So, that's a real growth and development there.
Absolutely. I do get a little bit distracted. Well, actually, it's only one person, but and I could see him trying to do it, but I was not going to be tempted. I kept with the game.
A certain Lithuanian?
Yeah, that guy,
Say no more.
Exactly. But I think we can probably wrap this up right now because I can't think of anything else to say.
Yeah, wrap it up, man.
Yeah, okay. So, obviously, this has been a ETF2L Premiership Week 7 match between Fenneks, eSports, and LEGO with Fenneks. If you are looking for a spoiler, turn away now. If you aren't looking for a spoiler, turn away now. It was Fenneks eSports winning it 6-0 overall. Two maps, 6-1, 6-1. And I've been Ryushi. Joining me has been Admirable, and on the camera has been Ducky. So, thanks for staying with us, guys, and we will see you next